Do you swear or affirm that
Before becoming a star witness for those investigating the president,
he is a racist, he is a con man, and he is a cheat.
Michael Cohen was Donald Trump's chief enforcer, and a lawsuit was a favorite threat for anyone who crossed the Trump organization.
How many times did Mr. Trump ask you to threaten an individual or entity on his behalf?
Quite a few times.
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.
Cohen was in full form during this call recorded by a reporter for the Daily Beast in 2015.
So I'm warning you, tread very lightly, because what I'm going to do to you is going to be disgusting.
Were you surprised that he flipped?
Well, I was.
Michael Caputo was a communications advisor on the Trump campaign. He has known Cohen since 2013.
Well, you know, when I first met him, I thought he was a pretty devoted worker to Donald Trump.
You did?
I did. You know, he's a pretty typical New Yorker, kind of rough edges, you know, bare knuckle type guy.
Cohen's office was here across the street at Trump Tower on the 26th floor and just 3 doors down the hall from the man he affectionately called the boss. Cohen was the real estate mogul's fixer, and he made it very clear that he would do just about anything to protect Donald Trump. Cohen's wise guy bravado disappeared when investigators closed in last spring. The FBI raided his room at this Park Avenue hotel, his Rockefeller Center office, and his home to seize records and emails. Federal prosecutors in New York were looking for evidence related to potential crimes, including hush money paid to Playboy model Karen McDougal and adult film star Stormy Daniels. Both women said they had affairs with Mr. Trump. Cohen was also accused of tax evasion and bank fraud. He is someone who supported the president, who believed in the president, who said that he'd take a bullet for the president.
Right. But here's the thing. In order to get the president, they went at everyone around him, every single person. And the weak sister falls away and starts telling lies on the president. That's Michael Cohen. They were looking for the weak link, and they found him in Michael Cohen.
Cohen has said that he has no evidence of collusion, but he did negotiate with Russians during 2016 to build a skyscraper in Moscow branded with the Trump name. The president has denied any involvement in the Trump Tower project while he campaigned.
Mr. Trump knew of and directed the Trump-Moscow negotiations throughout the campaign and lied about it. He lied about it because he never expected to win. He also lied about it because he stood to make hundreds of millions of dollars on the Moscow real estate project.
Cohen pleaded guilty to 9 federal crimes, including campaign finance violations related to the Stormy Daniels payoff. Cohen says he borrowed against his own home to secretly raise a $130,000 payment to Daniels shortly after the Access Hollywood tape threatened his boss's White House bid.
You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab him by the...
Michael Cohen stands convicted, essentially, of rigging the 2016 election to favor Donald Trump.
Richard Signorelli was a federal prosecutor in the Southern District of New York. The SDNY, as it's called, is notorious for being relentless and shooting for the top.
The hush money paid to these 2 particular women are not committed solely by one person. There is a trail here of both people and documents and cash payments.
Michael Cohen has produced reimbursement checks for the Daniels payoff, signed by President Trump and his son, Don Jr. The SDNY's investigation of this and other potential crimes Cohen described could pose the greatest danger for President Trump and his children.
I made mistakes. I own them.
He might, but old habits die hard. Michael Caputo got this text from Cohen after commenting publicly on the fixer-turned-informant.
He said, great Washington Post story. Why didn't you tell them about how when you got run out of the campaign, you came to me begging to get you back in? But I'll be sure to tell them all about it. I didn't know how to read that. Was that a threat of some kind?
What did you say?
I said, go f yourself. And I felt it all the way down to my marrow.